In this video, we will be solving some questions from NCERT and numerical questions only. Theoretical question we will not be discussing in this video. So from the very first question, let us do the first question of NCERT, Resolution of Partnership Fund. This is the name of the chapter, question number 1. Let us see what are the questions. First is you have to here generalize, means general entry we have to pass regarding realization expenses. The very first question, question number 1, and after this the first one. This is regarding realization expenses. That realization expenses amounted to 2,500. Realization expenses amounted to 2,500. Now see, when all the things accounts are in case of realization account, the balances of assets and liabilities are transferred, and whatever the payment is made or receipt is there after this assets have been disposed of. So whatever assets after disposal of asset, whatever amount we receive, that is also written or transferred to realization account, and whatever payment is also made for the liabilities, that is also done through the realization account, the outside liabilities which are paid. Now here realization expenses, it is to be paid by the firm. So when the payment is to be made, then this is an expense for the firm, and as we know, realization account is a nominal account which will be debited for expenses or losses. Now since this is an expense for the firm, for this realization account will be debited. That is, entry will be realization account debit. Realization account debit. Now since you are paying the expenses, money will be going out of the business. So for this, cash or bank account will be credited. Let us say cash account is being credited. So amount is 2,500. This is the realization expense. So 2,500 will be paid by the firm, and entry will be realization account debit to cash, and narration will be being realization expenses paid by the firm. That will be the narration. Now the second part of question number 1. Realization expenses amounted to 3,000 which were paid by Ashok, one of the partners. Now this is the expense, realization expenses. These are expenses of the firm, but since one of the partner has paid, this Ashok is a partner, he is a partner who has paid the realization expense. Now for this, Ashok will be reimbursed. Simply saying, since Ashok has paid and it is actually the burden of the firm, so for this it is an expense of the business or organization. So for this again it is an expense for the firm. For that, realization expenses will be debited because it is the expense of the firm, and for this expense realization account will be debited because expenses and losses are to be debited, and realization account is a nominal account. For this, realization account will be debited, and since the partner has paid on behalf of the realization expenses of the firm, the partner has paid. For this, the partner will be given credit. So partner's capital account will be the concerned partner, that is Ashok. Ashok is the partner, so Ashok capital account will be credited. Ashok capital account will be credited. Means the partner will be given credit for the expenses of the firm which he has paid. The amount is 3,000. Being expenses on realization paid by the partner on behalf of the firm. So this will be the general entry, and narration will be expenses of realization paid by one of the partners. Now the third, realization expenses 2,300 were borne by Tarun personally. Now here see what is happening. The realization expenses is paid by one of the partner personally. The firm was not here, he have to bear the expense, means he has paid it personally. So it is not a business expense. It is not the expense of the organization. So here no entry will be found because Tarun has paid the realization expense personally. The business, it was not the responsibility of the business to pay the expenses, and he has paid personally. So if he has done something personally, so there is no need to give him any credit. So partner, that is Ashok and Tarun, will not be given any credit for the expenses of the firm which he has made personally. The personal transaction of the partner is not recorded in the books of account. That we already know. Only the business transactions are recorded in the books of the businesses, and personal transaction of the partners are not recorded in the books of the firm. That is why, since this realization expenses were personally made by Tarun, hence no entry will be made in the books of the firm. Now the last entry is Amit was one of the partners appointed to realize the assets at a cost of rupees 4,000. The actual expenses amounted to 3,000. Now see, here it is to be noted that Amit was a partner and he was asked and given the responsibility to do all the realization work, and for which he was to be given rupees 4,000. But actual expenses amounted to 3,000 only. So what is the actual expenses, that is irrelevant, because there was a contract. Now here a contract has been signed, or you can say there was a contract has been entered into between the firm and the partner, that is Amit, that 4,000 will be given for the work of the realization process. And for this, since actual expenses, whatever the actual expenses, it is irrelevant, because once a contract has been entered into between the firm and the partner with regard to realization, means 4,000 will be given to the partner for the realization work. If the actual expenses increases or it is less than the actual amount which is paid to the partner, so the actual expenses here will be irrelevant, because whatever expense is there, the firm will pay only 4,000. Even if the expenses increases or decreases, it is irrelevant, the firm is not concerned. So here again, since 4,000 is the actual, 3,000 is the actual expenses of the partner, with regard to realization, 3,000 will not be recorded, because it is in personal, you can say, matter. So only 4,000, entry of 4,000 will be passed. For the business, it is an expense, that is 4,000 will be paid to the partner, that is Amit, realization account debit 4,000, because for the business 4,000 is the expense, because the business will be paying 4,000 to Amit to conduct the realization process. But actually Amit has to spend only 3,000. So it is a benefit, it is an income for the partner. So it is irrelevant how the partner is gaining because of the realization of the business. But since for the business 4,000 is the actual expense, so in the books of the account, in the books of the fund, 4,000 will be written, and partner's capital account will be credited with this amount, because it is an expense of the to Amit capital account. Amit capital account 4,000. Because this 4,000 has been given to the partner. This 4,000 has been given to the partner to conduct the realization work. So 4,000 is the expense for the business, and 4,000 has been given. But actually, since Amit has spent only 3,000, so it is irrelevant, because it is his personal matter. So it will be not recorded. Only 4,000 will be recorded. 3,000 is irrelevant in this matter. Now let us come to question number 2. Let's see. Question 2. The creditors of rupees 85,000 accepted 40,000 as cash and investment, 43,000 in full settlement of their thing. One important thing to be noted in this matter is when creditors accept. When creditor accept any asset in discharge of the liability, if creditors are accepting any asset, no entry is passed. When creditors accept any asset, then no entry is passed for those transactions. But there are exceptions to it. When a creditor of, suppose say 20,000 has taken over assets of rupees 40,000, and he has paid suppose 20,000 to the firm. Suppose a creditor is of rupees 20,000 and he has taken assets for rupees 40,000. So balance of 20,000, if the creditor pays back to the firm, then for this 20,000 entry will be passed, but for these two transactions no entry will be passed. Only when this 20,000 is received, entry will be passed. Now there is one more scenario can be there in this case. Say creditors of 20,000 accepted an asset of rupees 40,000 in full and final settlement. Again listen carefully. Creditors of 20,000 accepted an asset of rupees 40,000 in full and final settlement. Means the creditor will not pay anything to the firm because he has accepted the asset in full and final settlement. Means no other amount he will pay. The settlement has been complete, he has accepted that I will take assets of rupees 40,000 for the liability of rupees 20,000. So in this case, if creditors of 20,000 take assets of 40,000 in full settlement, no entry will be passed. But if a creditor takes an asset whose value is more than the amount which is due to him, and if he pays some amount back to the firm, the excess amount, then for that entry will be passed. It is not necessary that if the creditor has taken assets of rupees 40,000 or a liability of 20,000, he may also pay say 10,000 also. It is not necessary he will pay 40,000 or 20,000, the balance amount. It may be possible that the agreement is that you can take assets of rupees 40,000 for a liability of 20,000 and pay us 10,000 back. So for this 10,000 entry will be passed. But for these two amounts no entry will be passed. Now let us see what is the question here in question number 2. Something similar is happening. Question number 2, the first. Now here, the creditors of 85,000 accepted cash 40,000 and investment 43,000. Now see, creditors are of 85,000, cash, and here's investment 43, cash 40,000, cash 40,000, investment 43,000. Now these are the two things the creditor is taking. This is the creditor. This is the creditor. Now he is accepting an asset of 43,000, this investment. So for this investment, no entry will be passed. Only entry will be passed for this amount. The 40,000 which is being paid to the creditor, for this entry will be passed. Although this cash is also an asset. But since it is paid in cash, if cash is paid, then for this entry will be done. But other than cash, if creditor accept any asset, then no entry will be passed. So for this 43,000, no entry will be passed. But the balance of 40,000 which is paid to the creditor in cash, for that entry will be passed. Again, since the firm is paying this 40,000 to the creditor, for this is a expense for the firm. For expenses and losses, realization account will be debited because it is a nominal account, and rule for nominal account is debit all expenses and losses, and it is expense. So realization account will be debited, and since cash is going out of the business, asset is going out, cash account will be credited to cash account 40,000. This will be the general entry. Now let us see the next entry. Will be being creditor paid 40,000 cash and balance accepted an asset, for the balance amount accepted an asset of rupees 43,000. The second question number 2, the second transaction. Creditors were 16,000, they accepted machine valued at 80,000 in settlement of their claim. Here just now I told you creditors are 16,000. Creditors are 16,000 and they are taking a machine of 18,000. A machine of 18,000. When creditors take any asset for the amount due, any asset, so no entry will be passed. No entry is passed when creditors accept any asset for the amount due. So here they are taking an asset. Although the liability was only of 16,000, they had taken machine of 80,000 in full settlement. No entry will be passed in this case. Now come to the third one. Creditors were 90,000. They accepted building of 1,20,000 and paid cash 30,000. Now creditors were 90,000. Creditors 90,000. They had accepted a building of 1,20,000, 30,000 they are paying back, and they are paying 30,000. If creditor takes an asset, no entry is passed. For this, no entry will be passed. But since the creditor are paying back 30,000, the balance amount, since they have taken some assets worth more than the amount which was due, so 30,000 since they are paying, for this 30,000 entry will be passed. Since the business will be receiving some amount, So for this, if you are receiving something, cash account will be debited. Cash account will be debited. Since it is an income, because 30,000 is coming into the business, 30,000 is an income. For this, realization account will be created because this is a nominal account, credit or income again. So this amount of this 30,000 will be transferred to realization account. Realization account. 30,000 will be entry for 30,000 will only be passed, and for the balance this 90,000 and 120,000 no entry will be passed. This is question number 2. Now let us go to question number 3 also. Question number 3. Now what is the transaction? There was an old typewriter, old computer which was written off in the books of account in the previous year. The same has been taken over by a partner Nitin for rupees 3,000. Generalize the transaction supposing the firm has been dissolved. Now here see what is the once there was an old asset which was written off. Now the same has been, you can say at the time of dissolution, the partner has taken an asset. If a partner takes an asset, so in this case, suppose had the asset been sold off, just imagine, had the asset been sold off, entry would have been what? Cash account debit to realization account. Had the asset been sold off, the amount is 3,000. Suppose had the asset been sold off, what would have happened? Cash would have come into the business of 33,000, and since it will be an income because cash is coming into the business by disposing of an asset, although it is not recorded in the book, then also it is an income because we are getting, the business is getting cash. So it will be credited to realization account because credit or income and gain, and realization account is a nominal account. For this it will be credited. Now instead of this cash, because this is being not sold, this is given to a partner. So for this the partner's capital account, Nitin, I think it is the partner. Nitin is the partner. So for this, instead of cash account, Nitin's capital account will be debited instead of cash account, because since the amount, since the asset is taken over with the partner, for this the partner have to bear. Partner have to pay back to the firm. So that is why partner's capital account will be debited to realization account 3,000. This will be the journal entry for the asset which is taken over by the partner. If a partner takes an asset, his capital account is debited, and similarly the reverse happen if a partner take any liability. The partner, if the partner takes any asset, his capital account is debited and realization is credited. Similarly, in case of the partner takes a liability, his capital account will be credited and realization account will be debited also. Now let us solve the one more question also. Let us see question number 4. Question 4. There are 4 transactions are there. The first one, payment of unrecorded liability 3,200. A liability of 3,200 is being paid. If the firm pays something, if the payment is there, firm is paying a liability which is unrecorded. So it is an expense, and for expenses and losses we have to debit, and realization account is a nominal account. For this, realization account will be debited, that is realization account debit to, and payment is made, that is by cash or bank account will be credited. 3,200 is being paid for unrecorded liability. Being unrecorded liability paid, that will be the nation, being unrecorded liability paid, because it is a payment. Since it is an expense for the firm, for this realization account will be debited, and cash will be going out of the business. If cash increases, it is debited. If cash decreases, it will be credited. Now this is for the first one. Now let's see the second question. Stock was 7,500 taken by partner Rohit. Just now we have discussed. If a partner takes an asset, his capital account is debited. Now here Rohit is a partner who has taken a stock of rupees 7,500. If partner takes an asset, his account is debited. Rohit's capital account debit. Rohit's capital account debit to realization account. To realization account 7,500. Narration will be being assets taken over or stock taken over by Rohit. This will be the narration. When a partner takes an asset, his capital account is debited and realization is credited. Now come to the third. Third is profit on realization amounted to 18,000, which is to be distributed on the partner Ashish and Tarun. 18,000 is the profit. 18,000 is the profit which is to be distributed in the ratio 5:7. 5:7 among Tarun and Ashish. These are the two parts. Two partners are there. So profit on realization is transferred to partners capital account. Since it's a profit, the partners, what will happen? The profit will be transferred or credited to the partners capital account. Means partners capital account will be credited. So in this case, partners capital account will be credited and realization account will be debited. Realization account debit to Tarun capital account and to Ashish capital account. Because for the profit will belong to the partners. Since this 18,000 will be transferred to the partners capital account, it is a ratio 5:7. 18,000. 5 plus 7 is 12. 12 part will be done. 12 1 12, 60. 12 5 is 60. It will come to 1500. 1500 into 5, 1500 into 7. 5:7 I think is the ratio. 5:7. It will come to 18,000. This is the total amount. 15 5 is 75. 7,500 and it will come to 10,500. This will be the general entry. That is 18,000 will be divided among the partner or transferred to the partner's capital account. The profit, since it is a profit, so partner's capital account will be credited in the ratio of profit, in their profit sharing ratio. 18,000 will be transferred. Now the last one, fourth general entry in question number 4. An unrecorded assets realized 5,500. Assets, an unrecorded assets realized means there was an asset in the business which was not recorded, or you can say simply it was written off earlier and now it is being sold and some money is coming into the business. If the asset is sold, some money will be coming into the business. Since money is coming into the business, means cash will be coming. For this, cash account will be debited. If cash comes into the business, what we do? Cash account will be debited because asset is sold and cash is coming. 5,500 cash is coming. Since this is a income, this income will be transferred at the time of dissolution to the realization account. Realization account will be credited for this income because it is a income for the business. 5,500 is being realized on sale of an unrecorded asset. Being unrecorded asset sold off. Narration will be being unrecorded asset sold off. In the next video, we will solve some more questions from the